Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 23rd of December. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Renascor Resources, Whitehaven Coal, Mount Gibson Iron, Qantas and Platinum Asset Management. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter each Thursday. But if you would like to get our best ideas, you need to get the Dynamic Investor Report that comes out every Tuesday. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is portfolio management. So if you'd like to have a broking account with us and have me help you with your trading, then please let me know. And all the advice here is general only. So we've got the daily chart here of RNU. So this is one that we had a look at in the Dynamic Investor here back in August. So we had the breakout. So basically the leveling out, base build, break. Had a nice run, but it obviously fell short of the old high and is now just consolidating. So we've got a fairly large consolidation underway here. I think it's too early to be buying back in. What we need to see, I think, is basically so we've got a low here. For example, if it is ready to get going again, we need to see a higher low and then we need to see a higher high. So if it can break this December high, then that would be the next buy signal. Whitehaven Coal, so this is actually looking pretty good here. So we had this pullback here in October, base build, and it was just a matter of, so it was forming very clear resistance here at 260, and it was just a matter of waiting for a break. So we actually had that yesterday. It gapped up above 260, and we've had an increase in volume. So that's actually a buying opportunity in my opinion. I think it's going to have a bit of a run here. Obviously it'll try to retest this this previous peak. Okay, Mount Gibson. So fell away August, September, as with all other iron ore stocks. Underperformed over the last couple of months. We've got Fortescue and the others starting to move higher, but it does look like this is now on the move. So, you know, the decline here is sort of leveled out and the range has tightened up. And actually just in the last couple of days, I think it's sort of a tentative buy. It's starting to get a move on here. You know, a bit of volume as well. Ideally, you'd like to see it push past the previous peak. So this little peak in November, I think if it could push past that, you know, that's a further buy signal, and clearly sort of 45 cents if you can, you know, that seems to be a resistance level. But it looks like sort of early days this is starting to come out of this downtrend now. Okay, Qantas. So pretty range bound over the last year. We had this peak here in November. It sort of tried to break it. So it's almost like a triple or even a quadruple top. And then it's just fallen away. So that's obviously a negative. Still looks weak here. I think it's, you know, the risk is still to the downside, and I guess we'd be looking for support, some sort of support closer to 440. Before it looks interesting again. Okay, and platinum, so looking pretty horrible here. I guess if we look back at this run, where were the early signs that it was going to fall away? Well, we had a peak here, sort of leveled out here. This sort of price action here actually looked pretty bullish, ran up, rejected, and instead of just consolidating here and then having another push, it basically broke down. So this gap here was a definite sell signal, basically opened below this range, closed on its lows on increased volume. And as we could see ever since then, it's just been declining. So yeah, the trend looks terrible. Doesn't look like it's really slowing down. If I zoom out a bit more, we could see it's near the 2020 low, but doesn't seem to be offering any support at the moment. So still very negative in my opinion. All right, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through.